So here's my trail down to the creek where I'm staying at right now. This is absolutely amazing. We just had a little bit of rain, and the dog that you see is where I'm doing my room share. It's his dog, and it's a great dog. I told him I'd take him for a walk. So, in the last video I did, I took you from birth to Bethel in about 10 minutes, just a little bit over. And so I want to pick up from Bethel, and where I told you I was going to take it is into my first marriage. So when I came home from Bethel, I was already doubting the Jehovah's Witnesses, and this is about the time that broadband internet was starting to come around. I started doing some research, but I didn't really get into it too much yet. But the people I was hanging out with when I came back were the party crowd of the Jehovah's Witnesses. Drinking, there was some drug use. I wasn't into it yet. That was way beyond where I was ready to go. And so we were a clique, we were a small group within the Jehovah's Witnesses that were okay with partying. And there was a girl in that group that she was the prettiest by far. She was the nicest by far. And she ended up becoming my wife. We were best friends before we started dating, and we made that transition from best friends to boyfriend, girlfriend, and got married. It wasn't long into that marriage. We had planned on waiting on having kids. It wasn't long into it. It was in the first year that she became pregnant. And I think I was 25 when we got married. And so I wasn't ready to be a dad yet, but I thought I was. And I was like, hooray, we're going to have a kid. And we had a wonderful young boy. And I guess I'll keep their names private. And then my first wife told me that, you got to have 2 kids. And so I went along with that, and we went for another, and I had a daughter about 3 years later. And wonderful children. And so during this time period with the broadband internet, I started doing truth research. So when I came across 9/11, realized that 9/11 was a hoax. And of course I had to research the Jehovah's Witnesses too. So when I started falling away from the religion and kept doing research. Now originally, what took me away from Jehovah's Witnesses was scientism. And I became a science guy. And because of that, I ended up becoming an atheist. So I was living for myself only, because I figured I'm here for a short amount of time and then I'm gone. Let's make the best of this, right? Well, if you live by that motto, as many people have learned, I learned for myself, it will eventually come back to bite you, and of course it did me. And my first wife, she wanted a divorce from me, and so we got divorced. And I did get 50% custody of my children. And so we worked out a schedule where I had them for a week and she had them for a week, going back and forth. And of course, all this happened during a time period around 2008 when the economy slumped and the job that I had didn't pan out and I wasn't able to find another one. And trying to keep up with the lifestyle that I had been living and trying to raise 2 kids, 50% custody every other week, it failed. It failed. I couldn't keep up. And so I had to concede to my first wife. She wanted to move back to Wisconsin. That's, where we grew up. It's where her family was. And I had to concede and let them all move back. It didn't take long after they had moved back that the kids didn't want to communicate with me anymore. And I sort of knew it was going to happen when I let them go. It didn't surprise me much. It hurts, it sucks. But I totally understand it, totally get it. So they're back in Wisconsin. We don't keep in touch. I haven't talked to my kids in quite a few years. Now, one of the things that I'm hoping comes of this vlogging that I'm doing is that eventually, someday, they might come across this. And they'll get to hear my testimony. And it's true. So they'll get to know why I haven't been in touch. They'll get to hear what I've been doing. And they'll get to decide for themselves whether or not their dad is a kook or he spent his time doing research. Research that he's ready to share with the whole world, them and everybody else. So this is my creek. I can't wait to show it to you when it's real bright and sunny out. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at those rock canyon walls. You see that? Stunning. I'm in Austin. It's a pretty big city. I mean, it's like the greater Austin area is like 1.5 million people or more. I don't know. It's growing fast. It's one of the fastest growing cities. And I'm never going to bump into a person down here. Not one. It's crazy. Now, Austinites are, they are people that do hike out and find wilderness. It just so happens that because of my room share situation, you know, I've been blessed. I've been blessed by the Heavenly Father. Where I'm staying right now, I'm pretty much the only person that is ever going to be down here. And my room share friend, his dog. So I'll probably be recording a bunch from down here. There's some neat places that I've scoped out that I want to share with you.